Hello everyone. I decided to build, like for a change, a Enchantress deck with Blood Moon's main deck, since it's a reasonably positioned card. Deck list I'm building right now is gonna look like this. It's still very unfocused, but whatever. I need to play a lot of games with this deck before I can find out which cards are worth it and which ones are not. So. So that means in the beginning we're probably gonna lose a bunch of games because the deck is not streamlined. But on the other hand, just the power of Blood Moon should be enough to also steal us some random games. So to the sideboard, 3-2 deck, and it also allows me to go back into replenish mode here. So I decided also to try out like the cast out replenish combo, so to speak. See, we're a few cards short. Probably just missing them. Let's see, sort. I CMC, 20 lands, yes. 13 1-drops, that's probably right. Did I add my Doomway Giants? Yes. Oh, I did not add the cast outs. Still unsure whether I want all 4 cast outs or like more replenish, more cast outs. Probably gonna start it like this. Then I'm 1 card short in the sideboard. Maybe I will avoid, yes. Humility. Alright, that's the last one. So let's take it for a spin and see if the deck is able to do anything at all. So while we're waiting for the first opponent, I'll explain a few choices. Like I included stuff like Marshflats to be able to fetch both a plains and a swamp instead of more verdant catacombs, because you're very likely to gonna find a basic forest. I also still put in two Serra Sanctums. I might cut these later, but it seems like if you don't draw your Blood Moon, they're still nice at casting Doomwake Giants in the early game, for example. Or maybe in some matchups you want to sideboard out your Doomwakes. I mean your Blood Moons. So I went for 2 Blood Moons main and 1 in the sideboard. So you're more likely, like the third in the sideboard is just against some decks you really want to draw them, and you can't wait a few turns and a few draw triggers to find them. So that Moseko is our first opponent. Yeah, and against graveyard decks I decided to put a little Leyline Helm package in the sideboard for now. But we don't know yet which are our good matchups and bad matchups. So I think I'm gonna keep this because it still has a turn 2 Enchantress if they don't chalice me. Like, this is kind of really sketchy. But yeah, whatever. And I'm also playing one Sylvan Library here because it's a combo with Words of Wind, just like it is with Words of War. With Words of Heart, just like it is with Words of Wind. Because running red, this kills Hate Bears and stuff. I mean, it doesn't get around Leovold because they get to draw a card every time it's targeted. But still, you can use 2 of these to kill a Leovold if it's necessary. Opponent's Calling Turn, Ponder. Either they're on some kind of Delver deck or Storm, I'm supposing. They were also passing. Yeah, if they run 2 Scalding Turns, I'm supposing they're not on Storm. Although Double Underground Sea does look kind of stormish. So anyway, yeah, like replenish works really nice with both cast out, but also stuff like elephant grass, even Doomwake Giant to some extent. It also works nice with Sterling Grove, Solitary Confinement. So it seems fun to try it out again. Yeah, they're thinking really long, so that makes me think they're counting if they can kill me with a Storm this turn. So it doesn't matter which opening hand we had, we would have lost here anyway if they're on Storm. At least if they are Storm and they don't kill me, I might draw a land into Solitary Confinement, which I should probably play as it's my only out. Oh yeah, they're gonna therapy me. Probably gonna take Solitary, because that's the only card that can... No, they don't. It's very strange. Okay, they're just casting it for extra storm count. It's like Solitary Confinement is the only card main deck that stops them from killing me. So Moseko on Ant. Are we dead? I guess I'm gonna be nice and not have them click through every tendrils here. So cards that are okay are... I mean, I probably want the Rip Helm package, although it's kind of bad with Gadok Teague. Definitely want the Trinispheres and the Ley Lines and the Teague. Probably cast out Replenish, doesn't achieve anything. Like Replenish could be okay if they discard all my stuff. Blood Moon, not all of them are great. I could see keeping in one just to randomly get them on the play. Seems kind of meh. Definitely don't want both. Like, I have been killed by Empty the Warrens before, but I don't want to keep in too many cards against that. Maybe cut... No, Karakas could save our Gadok. Maybe cut the basic planes. Just open us up to Mana Screw. But whatever. Then I think I either cut like Solitary... No, Words of War probably. This is gonna be way too slow against them. Would you like to play first? Yes. This hand. Yeah, if we ever draw mana, it could be good, but I think I need to mulligan this. We're just gonna be sitting ducks and then die. Die to whatever they want to do to us. At least this gets us a Gadok Teague while giving us... Like, it buys us some time. Buys us some time with the ley line. It's like the third Storm player I played today. Like in my previous league, I faced 2 different Storm players in a row. Just with random Helm Rip Enchantress. Huh, opponent concedes, that's great. So on the draw, do I want to change anything? I think on the draw they're more likely to empty the Warrens me, so they can like do something quickly. Let's see what I do not want on the draw. Probably I could... No, if I cut a Zenith, I'm less likely to find Galactic. Probably cut a Doomwake Giant on the draw. That means I need to kill him with Galactic Beats or Helm Rip. Or like I think Replenish is gonna be too slow, but it might be really good in a grindy game if they discard us a lot. And well, maybe Simple Library is a bit too slow on the draw. Maybe I should take it back, because actually it's really good at finding Helm of Obedience. Okay, so we have Leyline of Sanctity into turn 2 Trinisphere, or turn 2 Galactic. It's clearly a hand to keep. So we basically need them not to kill us before turn 2. I think I'm gonna start with Trinisphere, because it makes it harder for them. I don't remember if I left in the black cards. I think I'm gonna put the first one on black actually. Makes me slightly more likely to hardcast Leyline of the Void. So I think I need to start getting at least one black here. So I start with Trinisphere because they can't just end of turn decay it for 2 mana like they can with Galactic. But oh, they're not going for it. They're just playing. Actually, they do not know about the Trinisphere. But maybe they want to end of turn Echoing Truth my Leyline or something, because otherwise I don't see a reason to play the battle here. Echoing Truth my Leyline in response, or Perilous Voyage. That means, I think Perilous Voyage means they don't get to scry because this thing was a lot of mana, right? Yeah. So we can get, if I put Utopia's Sprawl on white here. Oh crap, I can't. Never mind. Yeah, okay, Trinisphere is screwing with me. So I think I need to Zenith for Teak here. And I have Caracas back up to save him. Yeah, so I just need to draw my white source for the Leyline. Maybe that would have been a reason to put Utopia Sprawl on white. It would make it easier to recast my Leyline of Sanctity. Oh, but now I can't recast it because of Galactic. That kind of sucks. Yep, turns out we draw all the cards that are, like, we have all the cards in hand that interact unfavorably with Galactic. At least they can't deal with it yet, and we get to Utopia Sprawl our forest next turn. I'm gonna use the Caracas here, because I want to wait with playing the land until I know what I want to do with it. So let's put one more on white. Probably in one of the next turns I can bounce my own Galactic, then play Leyline and then replay Teague, right? I don't have any red cards left, so I will put Utopia's Sprawl here on. See, I already have a double black. White. I think I need to put this on white, though. If I want to do both the Leyline, if I want to bounce Galactic, then replay Leyline, then replay Teague, it means I'm going to need a lot of white mana, so. Opponent does not have a third land yet. So let's see, I bounce Gadok. Then I spend 4 mana. Let's see, I have 6 mana left. Then I spend 4 mana for Leyline of Sanctity. Actually, so if I play a land, I go up to 7. I bounce Teague, play Leyline, and Teague again. I think I should have enough mana for that. They could have Massacre, so maybe I don't want to fetch a white source here. So let's see, bounce the Teague. How many whites do I have? No, actually I do need to fetch a white source. And replay my Teague. Yeah, now they have 3 permanents to deal with, so I think we're in a quite good spot. And he's gonna be forever remembered as the Storm player who put his deck to shame and lost to Enchantress as the only Storm player ever. See, I probably want to do the same again here. Like, he still doesn't have 3 mana, so he still can't do anything. Still can't do anything against either of these cards. Okay, my opponent is going to be able to play a spell here. That's good for him. 3 mana Ponder. So basically we're going to keep bouncing our Gadok. As long as we don't have anything to cast. Here's gonna be tricky math. Like Wild Growth is only gonna cost 2, like because you pay 3 but it adds 1 more. But Enchantress Presence is gonna draw us deeper. I think I wanna start with the Presence. Ooh, Solitary Confinement. Probably wanna drop that just so they don't have like any way to win. Because otherwise next turn they could do something to Trinisphere, then drop a Petal and go crazy, theoretically. And to be honest, I really don't think they will, but like there is no reason why I wouldn't play this one here. I think. So next turn we'll have even more mana. Yeah, I can't cast Leyline. I don't want to bounce my Galactic here. And opponent concedes. First Storm win in the books for the deck. Oops. So that's one to cherish. I think I had 1 win against Storm with the blue version, but not with the Helm Reap yet. And we do have a lot of cards that are good against Storm in the sideboard. Because I think the deck should be good enough against Fair decks, main deck. Because of both Doomwing Giant and Replenish Blood Moon. So this is a deck where I kind of don't mind overboarding against Storm. Because I think we should already be able to win plenty of fair matchups. We're on the draw, so this cycle kind of is just a redraw. we don't know what our opponent is playing. Elfengrass is good against a lot of decks. Cast out is reasonable, but I think we need to mulligan this. Like, we can do better. Keep, I guess. Oh, I think with 20 lands, those were really unfortunate draws. Ooh, we found a land. We're not completely lost yet, especially because they play the Savannah. And I like playing against decks with Savannah, because they don't play Force. They might play Thoughtseize because of Deathrite, like, because they play black. Blue, oh that's... Is this a Leovold? Oh crap. Crapperoni. This seems very greedy. It's like a 4-color Leovold deck. Like Maverick splashing blue, just to screw with us. Probably the cast out would have been fine, the cast out opening hand. See, I think I'm just gonna try to develop my mana here. Let's put one on black and one on white. We might randomly be able to play Doomwake Giant next turn. If we draw land. And if we draw Serra Sanctum... No, I don't think we can play all three to kill the Leovold here. At least it will be a good wall for a while. Because with Serra Sanctum we'll only have 7 mana. Timeless Tracker, sure. At least my opponent gets to draw cards. I guess somebody should be happy. So I'll just call this. I make a distinction between Leovold decks and not. Like, I don't want to make a distinction between all the different mid-range piles. Okay, this is really annoying. Probably dead here. Guess I might as well play out the Stoning Grove against his Pride Mage. Why do even non-blue decks play this fucking creature? Ooh, maybe I should have Sterling Grove for cast out. No, but if I had Sterling Grove for cast out, my opponent would have been able to just kill one of the sprawls and I wouldn't have had 4 mana. So if they do run Ghost Quarter, we're also finished. I'm not gonna pay here, like, this is not a route to victory, like they can still attack next turn for a bunch of damage. Ooh. I definitely want to play the Doomwig Giant here. I already have black-white, so I guess I'm just taking forest here. I'm gonna need a lot of cards, a lot of enchantments before I can kill this Leovold. I need to draw 3 more to kill it in one of the later turns. So I don't think that's gonna happen, but you never know. Black, then untap it with, I don't know, Scrib Ranger. Actually, he can't untap anything. Maybe decay something. Decay the Sterling Grove. Nope. Neither. Yeah, it's a pity he has the Kasali up, because otherwise I could upkeep Tutor for a cast out and play it on the Leovold in my main phase, or in his upkeep. He can sacrifice 2 clues, so I'm probably dead here, but I don't want to waste my Doomwig Giant yet. We can actually make more clues with his knight, getting a fetch land. Yeah, probably dead, but whatever. 7. Okay, he decides not to kill me yet. And because of Kasali, I'm not gonna go for display here. Okay, opponent already makes a choice for me. Yeah, I need to play out the Elephant Grass, as that's the only way I can prevent him from attacking with enough creatures. Probably should concede here, but it's not like I'm losing a lot of by doing it this way. I should already be thinking about sideboard. Not sure about Rest in Peace. Not sure about Humility. Maybe the Seeds, if they could be playing stuff like either Sworn Canonist or so. And probably Swords. It does kill clues, but that's not really so great. I think our sideboard should already be quite okay against them. We just mulligan to 5 and did not draw one of our 3 cast outs. Okay, I'm gonna double block here and then I just die. Oh, actually, if I double block here, sacrifice Elephant Grass, I could draw Replenish. Everything gets -4, -4. So I need to block in a way that both of them die. So I can't block the Knight of the Reliquary with my Doomwig. So yeah, basically I have 1 out in my whole... Actually, he could exile the Doomwig with the Death Rite. But if he does not see the line, I could survive here. If I top deck Replenish. Too bad. So maybe this, like Blood Moon is not great, but it might catch them off surprise, so I'm also not sure how big they are on Graveyard Hate. Elephant Grass is not the best. Zenith, they might be playing stuff like Galactic against us. Like Humility is another maybe. Solitary seems fine. Ground Seal seems okay. Probably don't want like too many Blood Moons. They do have a lot of mana, so Elephant Grass is not the best. I think I'll run it like this. I'm not entirely sure. I'm not entirely sold on Humility, so maybe yeah, I'll just put in the Blood Moon, whatever. I want to try Blood Moons. Then on the draw, I take it back out. Actually, rest in peace. If they only have Knight of the Reliquary, I think it's worth more having my replenish. Like I didn't see any loams or punishing fires, so I think I don't really care about Knight of the Reliquary there. I think I care more about my replenish. Because like in last game, it could have been an out if they do. Like they did have that right up for my Doomwake Giant, but I've seen a lot of like back in the days, like over a year ago when I used to play Enchantress as well. I won at least 2 games against players who did not realize how Replenish and Doomwake Giant interacted. They didn't exile it with their active death right. I think I need to ship this because of no green mana, which is a pity because otherwise it's kind of okay against deathrite openers and stuff, but and this runs into a wasteland, but I just need to keep it and scry into another mana source, hopefully. If we don't get turn on wasteland, at least we'll get out our Argothian here. Then if we draw one more land, I think maybe I'm starting with Words of War. Kind of depends on what my opponent is gonna play here. Fire and Ice. I think I'm just starting here with Words of War. Might be able to kill something before they get a mana to equip it. Means I also need to put an upkeep stop here to be sure, because I'm not yet guaranteed to have a draw trigger this next turn. I mean, I'm guaranteed to have a draw trigger, but I don't have a third land. Now I'm kind of sad I don't have Rex Sage, because just having Rex Sage would already have been fine. Deathrite. So if I activate Words of War here, I'm not gonna draw a card, so I'm not gonna be able to play any of these. I think he can have the Sword of Fire and Ice here. I just hope to draw a land, and if I draw a land, I'm gonna be fine. Oh, I need to still keep this though. Yeah, you're gonna get me basic. I have to remember to not auto yield to my Argothians here. So I start with Enchantress Presence, and I kill probably Deathrite, because Deathrite is more flexible. They can still file in the sword and then equip it to Deathrite, which gives them more options than so they're probably gonna equip here, then attack, and I'm not gonna be able to shoot his Stoneforge, but if he plays other creatures I can still shoot them. And I don't see a reason yet to block here. My opponent is gonna draw a card, but this is also gonna draw me one additional card. I think for me drawing one more card is more important than for him. Oh, this land topic is great, like it means I can let one of the triggers resolve and then decide what to do next. Like I'm very unlikely to still draw something here, so I'm gonna shoot the Deathrite. I think I would still be happy with the Blood Moon here. Like they do have one basic, but they can kill any Deathrite they play, and they're only gonna have like one green mana for the rest of the game, maybe. So they do seem kind of land screwed, so giving them extra draws maybe doesn't... If they do miss a land drop here, I think I might want to block next turn, because I already have double draw effect and I can zenith up more Argothians. Falsey, sure. Or Eidolon of Blossoms would also be sweet here, because it's at least I can zenith for a draw trigger. But I don't play Eidolon. I mean, like, it's kind of strange though. Like my opponent already wasted more than twice as much time as me, even though I'm supposedly dirtly deck. Okay, Thalia I don't really care about. Ooh, that's not the worst. I see it makes my opponent's clock a lot worse, and they don't get to draw more cards at least. I think they already got in three hits with this, so it's already done its job. But that sucks. Renegade, Rollier, Return, Wasteland. Ooh. Okay. That's rough. I think I need to draw an enchantment here. But but I do, and it's the wrong one. Yeah, but I think replacing it with a Kill Thalia or Kill Renegade Rallier would not have achieved enough. It does mean that I need to block the Renegade Rallier here. And next turn I'm still dead. Unless I upkeep kill something. If I upkeep kill something. Let's see, if he plays something else, I need... Yeah, okay, now I definitely need to draw something here. There are too many creatures. Ooh, this is reasonable. So, either I kill 2 creatures. Yeah, I definitely need to kill the Deathrite. Because they can kill me even through an Elephant Grass. What else do I need to kill? Because of Thalia, I can't really... play anything else I draw this turn anyway. So I guess I could also kill Thalia. I'm actually still dead on board, right? Yeah, okay, GG. That sucked. I think we were close enough, but yeah, not close enough actually. But yeah, if I would have had this mana before playing the Elephant Grass, I would have at least have been able to kill one more, block this guy, and only take one, and survive one more turn. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I lost mostly to the Leovold, like to the bad mulligan and the Leovold game one. And due to the double wasteland in game 2. Maybe if the Seeds of Innocence had been Seal of Primordium, they would also have drawn me cards. I would have been in a better spot. But yeah, such is life. I think I played against this guy before. Adalid, something. No, okay, not with this. So it does. It's tempting, but without a ramp piece. I think I need to keep it, but like, I'm not even guaranteed to cast Enchantress Presence because this is not a 3rd mana. Pro me, then therapy my Elephant Grass. Nope. Okay. Okay, drawing this forest means I definitely want to fetch a basic plains here, so I don't get stifled. Because the Verdant Catacombs can get a basic swamp, and drawing the forest means I don't need to use any of these for a basic forest. At least not necessarily. See, I'm not doing anything else here. I think I just want to drop the Elephant Grass until I draw something that I actually want to cast. Because this should slow him down At least he can't both attack me and him me, for example. I'm just gonna assume this is Bug Delver. For now. Oops. Adelaide with a lot of numbers. I'm probably gonna put the wild growth on here. I don't yet want to waste my fetch land in case I draw a Blood Moon and I need this on red. So with the numbers 240477, 240477. Sure. Opponent probably doesn't know he can't use his Deathrite for Elephant Grass because it's not a mana ability. So he should have used his Deathrite to pay for his second Deathrite and then use his 2 lands. So I explained my opponent why he couldn't. Marsh Flats. Okay, that's good, because this can get us a basic swamp, and then we can still use this for a taiga if we need it. Ooh, I hope he decays my Elephant Grass, because I was probably not gonna pick it forever anyway. Yeah, great. I should probably have fetched in response, just so I don't get stifled there. How does this change things? See, I fetch a basic swamp here. I probably don't need to Doomwake yet. I think I start with Caracas, because if I prefer it to get wasted over my Serra Sanctum. Start with Enchantress Presence. Oops, never mind. So, I think I keep the Elephant Grass for a potential Doomwake turn next turn. It does open me up to a bunch more damage this turn, but that's fine. If I get himmed here, which it seems like I am, yeah, then at least I can keep my Doomwake, theoretically. Yeah, never mind. Here I think I would need Replenish. I think Replenish is my only out here. Okay, this does seem like a Rest in Peace matchup, and a Sanctity matchup, and a third Blood Moon matchup. I'm not entirely sure I can afford to pay for all of these in such a grindy game. Maybe Words of War is not at its best. It can deal with Deathrite. Yeah, but Rest in Peace is better at dealing with both Deathrite and Tarmogoyf. Ground Seal is okay, but not great. Maybe I don't need a full set of Cast Out. Yeah, I think I'm going this way. I could also see cutting a Doomwake, because like it doesn't kill Tarmogoyf without Rest in Peace, but like it's better against young Pyromancer decks. Yeah, this is a keepable hand. Gets ourselves a basic. So if we do get a basic here, we need to Utopia Spell on red. And not Wild Growth, just so we are guaranteed to be able to cast Blood Moon. Like I've had so many situations, like both this game and the previous game, where top decking Replenish would have given us a chance. So maybe I need to add the second Replenish here. Definitely gonna consider Replenish over, I don't know, something. Maybe over the Ground Seal or something. Again, let me basic. Red. Okay, they could have Spell Pierce up. Like they're auto yielding, I think, or maybe they just don't have a main phase stop, but I think I'm still jamming this here. Like I can't play around. Actually, I could play around Spell Pierce, right? If I play Wild Growth now, next turn I have 5 mana. Maybe I should have done that, but I also don't want to get discard hymned out of my hand. Okay, we traded it for double Force of Will. It's definitely not the worst. I mean, days would have been the worst. Like, actually, Spell Pierce would have been worse, because they wouldn't even need to lose a card in hand. But apart from Spell Pierce, I think days, like, I'm still happy it was a double Force. Yeah, playing out the Swamp. This gives him full information on my hand, but whatever. Don't want to get wasted. I want to be able to cast a 5-drop next turn. So I'm gonna upkeep fetch a basic here to play around the Stifle, potentially. I mean, not play around, but to make his mana usage less efficient if he decides to stifle it. I don't think Blood Moon is still gonna do it. I kind of need the Rest in Peace here. Hooray. Nope, that did not work out as I wanted. Okay, this Replenish would not have done anything here. The deck definitely needs some tweaking. Oops. And because Eternal Weekend in America was won by Bug Delver, it seems to be a lot more popular again on Magic Online this weekend. This weekend, it's not even weekend, this week. Today. Like, this is the second Bug Delver player I play in I think in 8 rounds, or the third. It's like the second or the third in 8 rounds. Well, normally I hardly ever saw it in the previous months. Let's see how many I played. Actually, it was not blue-green, it was with the helm. This morning I played against Luke Delver. Oh no, only once. Okay, because I already. So yeah, that's still 1e4. Normally I would play 1e4 against Grixis, but this hand is slow, but whatever. I don't feel like mulliganing for the 20th time. Playing. Maybe I should have played Basic Swamp, so they wouldn't have a clue what kind of deck I was playing. Probably lands. At least Elephant Grass is gonna be reasonable. Probably fetching the basic plains here. And the question is, do I want to cycle this here? Like, what's the potential upside? Elephant Grass should already deal with Merit Lage. So yeah, I think I'm gonna be greedy here and cycle. Oh, okay, there's definitely big upside now. Because like it was not gonna increase my chances of casting Zenith next turn. But yeah, this Mirror's Gal being one turn earlier definitely is gonna make a difference. And this means this turn we can Zenith for... let's see, do I want a presence? Not really. Savannah, I guess having more lands is always okay against lands. Even though he has a wasteland, but at least we're not gonna... If Mirror's Gal doesn't find another land here next turn, at least we're gonna be guaranteed to have 4 mana next turn. So we can play Elephant Grass and something else. Like Zenith plus Elephant Grass, for example. Or like pay for this Tabernacle. Ground Seal is actually good. So I want Ground Seal against his Loam and Elephant Grass. I think that's good reason not to shuffle there. He shouldn't have any removal for the Elephant Grass main deck. And I think I prefer to have this land wasted instead of the Savannah. Like I think I'm only gonna need one black source ever for the Doomwake, and I think I might want several white sources in a single turn. Cast Out is also sweet against lands, I think. Definitely don't want a Taiga. I probably just Zenith here. I probably keep the Cast Out. And then Zenith for a second Argothian. Like we can't get punished by Tabernacle because he probably only has one. I don't think I want to draw any of these other cards for now. Although next turn I pay 2 for Elephant Grass, which means it kind of sucks that if I don't draw a land now. Okay, that's those cards are great. I pay with these. That's my Wild Growth. I think on Swamp, because that's the card I care about least to get Ghost Quartered. Okay, opponent draws Ghost Quarter. Maybe I should have put it on Forest though, because Forest can get another Forests, and I can't get a second Swamp. Actually, yeah, I should have put it on the Forest. That was stupid. Opponent can't make token here unless they have like a bunch of Elvish Spirit Guides. Oh, he copied the Ghost Quarter. That's nasty. Yeah, I'm not gonna have black mana anytime soon. I think I still want to draw the Wild Growth, even with a copied Ghost Quarter. I don't need to play out another Elephant Grass yet. I think I'm going for Sterling Grove, and then next turn I can sacrifice it and replenish and get back my whatever. There isn't actually any reason yet to replenish. Maybe just discard a Doomwake Giant and hope to get it off the replenish or something. Maybe it was kind of dangerous to discard the Enchantress Presence. Could have just discarded the Cast Out, which does less. Oh, he's gonna copy this Ghost Quarter and then Ghost Quarter me or something? Sure. Oh no, he doesn't know I have all the Elephant Grasses, so he wants to keep open his mana for to activate his Thespian stage. So let's start by activating this. Getting... ooh, do I want to inform him about Blood Moon? Probably not. Probably just getting Utopia Sprawl? No. I think I can win this game with that. Can I win this game without Blood Moon? I think I'm getting Blood Moon here because I cannot kill him with Doomwake Giant because he can just keep blocking it with a Merit Lage, supposedly. Okay, here I need to be careful that I always have one green left for my Elephant Grass. I'll start with Wild Growth on the plains, then Utopia Sprawl on the forests. On red. I mean, I could be super nasty and just keep open the Cast Out and cast out his big thing end of his turn. Nice try, opponent. Let's cycle this. And play my Elephant Grass, and then hope to not deck myself. Yeah, probably don't need all this stuff. Oh yeah, I actually need to keep my zeniths here, just so I have something to shuffle back. Let's start with a replenish. That one is on red, so I need to have Utopia Sprawl on white as well. The Utopia Sprawl here on, I need to have more white. Let's replenish. So I can cast out his Merit Lage. Oh, actually I already have double cast out. Okay, never mind. Opponent concedes. Probably Seeds, because he's gonna bring in Sphere of Resistance. Probably Blood Moon, Rest in Peace, Humility, and I can see these coming in as well. Doomwake is not great. Elfin Grass is. Sterling Grove is great. I should make sure that I always still have win conditions in though, so I can't get all of those. Probably get a Zenith. I think I'm gonna cut 2 Zeniths, like I have no way to interact with my Argothians. Argothian is not so good against them. Like, they do have Tabernacle, and that's gonna make Argothian not such a good card. And also Humility. Then what else? Cast out seems reasonable. Replenish does. I need to keep some win cons. Sterling Grove is good to protect my Elfin Grass from Crows and Grips. Ground Seal is good against Loam. I guess Library. Like, Library does dig me to answers, and paying life is not relevant if they always kill you with just a 20/20. So whether I'm at 16 or 14 shouldn't matter. Maybe Solitary Confinement, because it's basically the same as Elfin Grass. Probably a cast out. Oh man, this is hard. Mirror's Guile. Okay, just randomly cut a few more cards. I think I have to keep this. It doesn't have any real hate pieces, but I mean, it does have Caracas and Cast Out. It is weak to Ghost Quarter plus Wasteland, but opponent did not have a second land to go with his exploration. That's a good sign. Vortex, sure. I'll lead with Savannah here because I don't want my Caracas to get wasted yet. So next turn I can play Humility, and the turn after I can cast out a Molten Vortex. I think that's a reasonable sequence. Like, Humility is more important more quickly, I think. Because with Exploration he could theoretically make a Merit Lage next turn. Oh, Seal of Primordium. That's annoying. I do have replenish, so I hope he just does not take my wild growth. Yeah, I'm fine with this. Hmm. This is tricky. I could cast out here. No, I think I need to humility. I still need to humility here. So, lands by Gox Vegan. Okay, yeah, definitely not too sad here. My opponent could loam back one land and start using his vortex. The question is whether that's worth it. Oh, I should actually cycle it and then replenish. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So I start by cycling this. Then I fetch a whatever. I guess a basic swamp. Maybe I should have gone a basic plains there. Then next turn I play Urgothian and Birds of War. Probably play Birds of War first, because maybe I draw something else that's more important than playing the Urgothian. I start by fetching my red source. Play Birds of War. Keep up in the green, so I can cast either Rest in Peace here or Urgothian Enchantress. The best blocker in the format. But yeah, now he's gonna get Loam plus double Ghost Quarter every turn. That's gonna hurt. Probably gonna get planes here. Might be wrong, the wrong choice. Question is, do I want to kill his Tireless Tracker or do I want to draw random cards? I think I need to keep drawing random cards here, because that's the only way to get out of his Ghost Quarter lock. Oh yeah, actually I was going to use this as a blocker, I forgot. Yeah, I really need to find the... I really need to find that Blood Moon. Or not. So either this probably goes on this one, that's the only option. Yeah, I don't really care about his Tireless Tracker yet. But I guess I might as well just block. Ooh, my last one. Okay. Yeah, I might be out of spells to cast here after next turn. Still gonna block this. My opponent needs to actually win the game. Oh, this is great. Oh. I need to put my upkeep step so I can start killing him with Words of War. I pay 3 every turn and don't lose any life. Actually, I can't pay 3 because he's gonna keep Ghost Quartering me. Never mind. So I only have Serra Sanctum left as mana producing lands. So I need to Serra Sanctum into... So I need to Serra Sanctum... into Rest in Peace. This is a little bit too late. Or Serra Sanctum into... Serra Sanctum into Replenish. So I'm gonna discard a bunch of cards that I actually want to have in play, I think. Oh, Bojikabog. That sucks. I think I can't afford to pay more life for now, because if he has one more Molten Vortex I just lose. I'm gonna let him waste his time trying to kill this. Then discard the Blood Moon. I could still replenish here into Blood Moon, I think. Or Serra Sanctum into Rest in Peace, or Serra Sanctum into Replenish. Or did he already kill my Serra Sanctums? Oh, my Replenish is gone. Never mind. So I wanna shuffle away these 2 Elephant Grasses. Oh, I do have a mana source left. Definitely don't want to fetch this here, though, because then he's gonna end of turn waste it. That was a mistake. Like, I thought it was out of lands. So the question is, can I Helm Rip in one turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have 6 mana. Gonna be able to cast Rest in Peace and Helm of Obedience. I'm not gonna be able to activate it. That's annoying. I'm still gonna do it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put this on top. Then draw the helm. Then I only need to draw this one Bayou I have to activate it and win. Oh, and he's not gonna have his Loam engine anymore. That's also kind of valuable. So he's gonna waste me. I think I only have 2 mana producing lands left in my deck. The Bayou and 1 Serra Sanctum. Ooh, Crows and Grip on my helm. Okay, that's kind of funny. He did have an answer to stuff. Use Library ability, yes. Okay, so I would have won this game otherwise. And he no longer has the Wasteland, or probably the Ghost Quarters. So maybe I'm just gonna risk it on Wild Growth here. Definitely putting this back. Probably putting back the Bayou. Fetching the Bayou here. Oh yeah, I still have 1 Serra Sanctum and a Cast Out that I can potentially use. But actually my deck is smaller than my opponent's, so that means... I'm actually gonna deck myself first. Ramen up, Excavator. Actually no, I can skip my draws as long as my opponent leaves me with mana. I can kill his things here. Wait, which one did I target? Ramanap. So also target the Tireless Tracker. I put back this. Oh, he found another Ghost Quarter. Definitely want to shuffle away the ley line. See, my opponent already had 1, 2, 3 Ghost Quarters. That's unlucky. Put on top. Put on top. Discard anything I'm not going to be able to play. And my opponent has another Wasteland. Which means I think I'm locked out of the game. Because he can waste my Serra Sanctum, which is my only remaining land. And I'm gonna deck myself first. So yeah, I'm gonna concede here because I'm out of win conditions. What would have made a difference here? Nothing really, I think. I'm just gonna... One moment, I got to call here. Yeah, my dad is here to pick me up, so I probably have to finish this video here, which is annoying. But yeah, so I have to stop the video here, and I will play more later and probably have to drop this game. Bye!